We greatly appreciate Woodlawn Baptist Church for hosting this event, and they have been so wonderful in working with us and helpful every step of the way. I'd like to introduce and welcome Pastor Lane Northcutt, Executive Pastor, to welcome us.
Thank you. Just want to say a few words, if you'll allow me to do so. The bus wreck, like for most of you, for many of you, was almost like time stopped, if you can think back. And it just seemed like time stopped and it didn't go forward after that. And it took probably most of you years before you were able to look back and continue and go forward. Woodlawn, as a church, for many years after that, kept looking back to the bus wreck and dealing with the bus wreck. And it finally came to a point, like I think many of you, where you realize while you will never forget the bus wreck, you have to move forward and you have to continue with your life. And Woodlawn, the last few years, I've been here for 15 years. I think that's kind of long for a minister to stay in one place, but been here for 15 years. And I've seen this church go from looking to the past to looking forward to the future and looking at what we need to do. And you will notice this is not the worship center that you worshiped in. It's now our fellowship center. And there's an amazing story of how we thought this is where we were going to rebuild the worship center. And eventually, we actually moved it across into where there was 2 classrooms. We put a whole worship center and made, I think, a wonderful place to worship God. And I just want you to know that this is a healthy church. A lot of people go back to their churches from 50 years back, and the church is dying, it's not doing well. Woodlawn is a vibrant church. Woodlawn is a church in the community that is doing great things. And so as you come back, I hope you know that Woodlawn has continued the ministry and is reaching the community around us. And so just want to give you that message. And so we'll never forget, right? Just like you will never forget what you went through and what you experienced at that time. But like many of you, you knew you had to move forward. And you had to continue to look to the future as well. And that's where Woodlawn is. And it's part of our DNA. It's part of who we are. But I just want to thank you for coming. I'm glad you're at this memorial. And I hope we can honor you and be a part of that as well. So thank you. Welcome to